I decided to hit the trail a little bit early this morning. Got up at about 5:30 a.m. and started hiking by 6:10. So probably the earliest day I've had out here so far. 19.8, 20 miles into Big Bear. But because I'm just going to be going into town and spending the night, I didn't want to get in late. I'll try to push out as many of these miles as I can this morning and just kind of cruise into town, get something to eat, and relax. So, wish me luck. Mile 250. It's crazy that I'm already at mile 250. Haven't even been out here 2 weeks yet. Tomorrow makes 2 weeks. So I feel pretty good about that. The PCT has been going down this dirt road for a while, which is always nice to have a little break from kind of the steep ups and downs. It's still amazingly beautiful out here, so it's not like it's a boring road walk or anything. So apparently there's like a zoo up here in this section. They're like a bunch of animals that they use for movies and stuff. And I'm walking through, I just heard some crazy noise. I would assume is a bear or something. It's kind of sad though, because yeah, there he is. Animals are moving to a new location, new huge enclosures. I hope so. Kind of sad. It's always like really disappointing whenever you're out on a hike and you come up on something like that and you're used to being surrounded by nature, and, you know, natural habitat, and you see something locked away in a cage. It's pretty depressing. So I wanted you guys to see this. It's literally what I've been staring at all day long. Here's something you don't see every day on the trail. Oh man, it is absolutely gorgeous in this pine forest. I think I'm about 8 miles from Big Bear, or at least the road to get into Big Bear. So, I made it into Big Bear Lake. I actually got to the trailhead at 12:30, so I got 20 miles before 1 p.m. That's a new record for me. Got into town, got some food with Fat Pack, another guy that I'm hiking with. Did some resupplying, and I'm here at the Robin Hood Inn, right here, like next to the strip in Big Bear Lake. Really cool little town. So I have had 3 pieces of gear fail on me. Most of them have been my fault. Number 1 is my set of headphones, my Skull Candy headphones. I was actually, right before Idlewild, I had them dangling off of my pack, and a branch caught the end of one of them, and I severed the right headphone off of it. So these are essentially a one headphone pair of headphones now. So I just picked up a new pair. So that is a gear failure. Again, that's my fault. That's not Skull Candy's fault. I'm just a moron and I left them hanging off my pack. The second gear failure that I've had is my umbrella. As you can see, it snapped on me. Let's see if I can open this up a little bit here. There we go. So yeah, it snapped right there. You guys can see that. I was about to come into Scissors Crossing and it was super windy and I had the umbrella out and the wind took it, turned it inside out, and it snapped it, so I need to repair that with duct tape. I probably shouldn't have got that out whenever it was so windy. However, I feel like maybe it could be a little bit stronger. It wasn't that bad, and I've seen a lot of other people's umbrellas kind of flip inside out. So yeah, that kind of sucks. And then the last thing is I think my Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite is finally bit the dust. So the last couple nights on the trail, I've woke up in the middle of the night and my pad has been pretty much completely deflated. I have a leak right here. So I have pretty much gummed it up with super glue all the way around the edge here. But I think that the air is leaking out of kind of under the valve here. I put it in a little bit of water and got a couple bubbles. I knew that that was a problem before I came out here. I just thought that I could put another Band-Aid on it and make it last, 2,600 miles again. But that thing has about 3,000 miles on it. It is wore out, so I'm going to be buying a new exact same pad, and I'm just going to have it shipped ahead and then pick it up, I think in Wrightwood. So, yep, those are 3 pieces of gear that have failed on me, whether it is my fault or bad manufacturing or a Band-Aid that I keep putting on, or just being a moron and, letting my headphones dangle off my back.
So, I didn't film a lot today because it was super windy and super cold, but I left Big Bear this morning at about 11 a.m., so got a pretty late start on the trail, but got about 20 miles up, and now I'm camped at a very small little spot in some bushes, trying to get out of the wind. Winds got pretty crazy today, and tonight it's supposed to get down to like 18 degrees, so pretty cold. Today marks 2 weeks on the trail, so my 2-week trail anniversary with PCT. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow will be a little bit warmer. It won't be as windy, and can find a decent camp spot that is not stuck in between a bunch of bushes. So hopefully my pad doesn't give out because it's still leaking, even though I put some super glue on there. It still has a bit of a leak, so we'll see what happens.
You can hear the ice swishing around in my bottle. All my bottles froze last night. I did sleep with my filter, just to make sure that it didn't crack, and my phone to make sure it didn't get too cold and freeze and lose all its battery. Very deserty out here. Reminds me a lot of New Mexico. The desert is not always super hot, folks. Sometimes it gets really cold. The trail is so beautiful today. It's funny, like yesterday was kind of a crappy day. Today is just amazing. The trail always finds a way to reward you. Always. Woohoo! Well, it is about 1 o'clock. I think that I've hiked about 17 miles already, so I'm gonna take a little break, a little bit of lunch. Yesterday I was coming down a pretty steep hill and I tripped over a rock, and instead of falling on my face, I decided to run, like how you run forward to kind of keep your balance. And I did something to my ankle or my shin in my right leg. I've never had shin splints before, but it's kind of what it feels like.
Snuggles told me a long time ago, 'cause she used to have shin splints. Best way to deal with it is to, every time you take a rest, take your foot and write the ABCs. Like, take your big toe and write the ABCs. Apparently that helps stretch it out. So it's bothered me a little bit. It's not too bad. Obviously I've been able to put in 17 miles on it, so, but yeah, definitely something to watch. So it ended up being a accidental 32-mile day today. Was supposed to stop at 30 miles. Super awesome terrain today, super cruisy. But whenever we got to the 30-mile mark, there was no camping. There was water, but no camping. So I had to hike a couple more miles and found a pretty good camp spot. There's a bunch of other hikers here again tonight, and this guy here caught up with me.
I made it.
I think tomorrow, thinking about pushing another 30, and we should be getting to that, the infamous McDonald's on the PCT, but we're gonna skip that and go across the street and get some tacos and some Subway. Yeah, both. And yeah, today was awesome, absolutely awesome. About 7 miles ago, I came to a really awesome hot springs, big swimming hole and hot springs. There was a lot of naked people there, so I didn't film anything. Awesome day on the trail, amazing 32 miles, very smooth terrain, very beautiful, very, very rewarding for, you know, how crappy yesterday was with all the wind. So, gonna eat something, gonna lay down, go to bed, and get up and do it all again tomorrow. Good morning. It is another beautiful day here on the Pacific Crest Trail in sunny Southern California. So a little update from yesterday on the shin splint thing. Woke up this morning and it's gone. I have no shin pain at all. So either it was a fluke and just a day thing, or the ABCs that Snuggles was talking about really, really works, because I did that last night a couple times, and yeah, this morning, totally good. Hooray for no shin splints. Because I've never had those and I don't want them. It is 1 o'clock and I am at 19 miles for the day already. So I'm here on a hillside and taking a little siesta. I think I'm only like 4.7 miles from the famed McDonald's on the trail. Everybody is always kind of excited about McDonald's. I'm not a McDonald's fan, so I'm actually going to be walking across the street, and apparently there's a Subway and a Del Taco. That is the famed PCT McDonald's behind me. We skipped past it and went to Subway and Del Taco. It's like right off the trail, next to, what is that, like Interstate 10? And now we're gonna hit the trail again. So we just got done at the McDonald's and now we have to go into this creepy tunnel. So it ended up being another 30-mile day today. We went about 5 more miles past the McDonald's and Del Taco and Subway, and I'm about to feast on my reward for the day. Not only did I eat a burrito from Del Taco, but I packed out this guy. Subway sandwich, baby. Here in a canyon, watching a beautiful sunset next to an amazing mountain, and about to feast on a Subway sandwich. It doesn't get much better than that. Working on this big old climb.
out of where we camped last night. Beautiful camp spot, but this morning woke up with a ton of condensation on the inside of the tent. Got about another mile and a half until the side trail to get down into Wrightwood, where I have a new mattress waiting on me. This guy's got a new phone waiting on him. And we both have pizza waiting on us. So, you know, that's something to be happy about. Wrightwood, California, quaint little town. We had a sandwich here this morning. Whenever we got in, the Evergreen Cafe. It's pretty killer. And now we're in search for some pizza. So I am sitting here inside of a room at the Canyon Creek Inn in Wrightwood, California. And today is April the 20th. I am going to be taking an unexpected zero today. So Fat Pack left out this morning. We had a really good time yesterday. We got into town, we got some pizza, we had a couple beers, got some good rest, found a place where I could soak my legs in some Epsom salt. A nice trail angel came and picked me up and took me back to their place and let me soak in their tub because this place doesn't have a tub for some reason. And getting into town yesterday, the shin splint thing was kind of coming back. I thought it was gone, but it started coming back. And I woke up this morning and it's hurting quite a bit. So I could probably push it and I could keep hiking, but I think I'm going to play it smart. I think I'm going to take an unexpected zero to rest my shin, rest my leg, so that way I'm not putting too much stress on it. I did go and get my new pad, my new Thermarest pad, so that is swapped out. Sadly, I am throwing away my old one. It was a trooper. It held in there for close to 3,000 miles, so I think I got my money's worth out of it, but got a new pad, got some food in me, gonna rest a little bit more, take it easy, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll be hitting the trail again. So, I have been off trail for, I guess technically 3 days. I got into Wrightwood on Thursday, and then I've taken 3 zeros, and today is Monday. Because of this shin problem, it's been hurting me pretty bad. Today I decided to get back on trail and give it a try because it hasn't really been bothering me. My plan is to hike a 5-mile section. So my thought was to get out today, test it, see how it feels. And then if I need to get back off and get into town, I can. If it really gives me problems by the end of a 5-mile stretch today, I'm probably gonna go see a doctor about it. I think that it's a tendon problem, the tendon that's next to my shin. I don't actually think that it is shin splints because it's not really in my shin, it's more in the tendon or the muscle next to my shin. But, I mean, it feels good to be back out here after being off the trail for 3 days, so